ya ka se boy de bramu yi atifi nsem bi ene say speaker of parliament e da to dwa kire mu say enra ya vet ne course so chief justice yi no na se budwafo no bi e kan nsem ahodo bi a ensem fata so mo kan no de chekopa e mate mo adwuma ko
na nei majority nso e de ato dwa say was speaker Adanroma say one man kwan one farm minority enkonko gina eye privilege committee ano esan say wosusu say parliament mra no wabu no
se be kaye a August de to so ensia fiye mu na turenche me si Ghana ha ne say wiom chemponya kwanhia me yempadifo bi fa buhwero mo nkwa abedwoku yete ye no omo de omo report ba na nsama hodo a wo mo kire se na makwanhia ne si ye no ene yebedi hu komo
ba omia na ekasa yi na wo kire nsemu a wo say ensem bi a nipa no mu bi kire mu say wo ye outsider no nokura bi anim esan se party no MPP wasomo mo be 17 years no
ensem ka ho ene ye de bremu me de de Jakwabena mene
Nana Ekua Akobi
Afrika sabona mu nsem nie enra na pani a yayi no say wo ma chief justice Justice Paul Bafo Boni said o ma mra na hyehye tie no ye de no kogina privileges misre appointment committee anim e wo ma hye bedwam so mo toto na no onhwese dwuma na ye de ahya ne so no betumi aya na dwuma de na se no donko mo ma hye bedwam ba no dani no nyafo Alexander Fonyomakin kan nsama hodo bi na sede na majority leader kire no nsama hodo na oka kasemfu ahodo na woka adefa chief justice na fe atemuafo mpanifo na wo ho no no kurenie na ensem fata seb na hyebedwani kasa nti omo kan kra se asam no won twensan na won pachew na so wanye sa na ene bra ma hyebedwafo kwa asetena no speaker of parliament to dwa kire mu se wono so watete nsensem bi sa ekoso ama brofukasa ne nsemfu ahodo a kam fa sa atemuafo ehu no ensem fata seb na hyebedwafo eka aniti ogina ma hyebedwafo nanam de chopa kase pa ama atemuo adwumako no.
This morning my attention was drawn to a few things, and I've come to deliver an apology on behalf of the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana to their lordships and leaderships, and the members of the judiciary who were present during the proceedings of the Appointments Committee held for the vetting of the nominee for the office of Chief Justice. Honorable members, this, as I mentioned, was brought to my attention, and they referred to certain comments and conduct of some honorable members during the said proceedings, which may have appeared discourteous or disrespectful to the distinguished members of the judiciary in attendance. Such conduct, though not representative of the collective will of Parliament, is regrettable and inconsistent with the decorum expected of members under the standing orders of the Parliament of Ghana. Honorable members, the standing orders enjoins members to maintain order and decorum in the House and in committee, and to refrain from the use of offensive, insulting, or unbecoming language. In particular, Order 123, Rule 3, cautions members against imputing improper motives. As Speaker, I wish to reaffirm Parliament's unwavering respect for the judiciary as a co-equal arm of government under Article 125, Clause 1 of the 1992 Constitution, which vests the judiciary power of Ghana in the judiciary. And the judiciary is independent of control or direction from any person or authority. The doctrine of separation of powers requires that all three arms of government, the executive, legislature, and judiciary, relate to one another with mutual respect.
Majority Leader Honorable Mahama Ayariga na ne wodi nsem bia to dwa say Osre Speaker Sir Opanacho one man kwan se na ebe ya wo mo betumi de Minority Leader Honorable Alexander Afenyomakin enko gina Privilege Committee na no esan se osusu say Parliament mra no wabuso.
By defying this Parliament resolution, removing him from the delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament, and actually going to Port Harcourt and attending the session, Mr. Speaker, he has clearly affronted the dignity and engaged in an act that constitutes an affront to the authority of this Parliament. And it is time that the Honorable Afenyomakin be put in his proper place. Mr. Speaker, I therefore rise pursuant to the relevant orders to make a complaint of contempt of Parliament and a breach of parliamentary privilege, and to urge you, pursuant to the appropriate orders, to refer the Honorable Afenyomakin Alexander Kwamina to the Privileges Committee for him to be processed. And if indeed the committee comes to a conclusion that my contention that he indeed went and attended the session in clear defiance of our resolution, and that act constitutes an affront to the authority of this House, that the appropriate sanctions be executed in relation to the Honorable Alexander Kwamina Afenyomakin.
The rules are clear. I'll have to come back to the House as to my view on this matter before I decide whether to refer to the committee or not to refer to the committee. So I have that decision to make, and I need to consider it before I do so. So I will take the whole of today to consider the complaint, and tomorrow I will then communicate my decision to the House. The House definitely will be given ample opportunity, according to the standing orders of the House, to have a say in this matter. So there is no need now for comments on this. This is his complaint he has just lodged, and we'll go by the rules.
Ewiem shakwa si August dot so ensia e wasante mantemu mampanyifo bi fa mu ehwere wo nkwa no ebedwaku amampani eteye so munye hwehwemu fanfan no enfa ho no wo de wo hwehwemu na ba wie dwamkyerani ana oda sa ebedwaku na no ayunonyamfo Dr. Kessel Ato Forsen na enne report omunya no so brom de mampani wie no oma Ghana fo so hu ade potia ma akwanhia no esiye na pani a okasa ade fa ho Captain Retired Paul Fojo watchire mu a ewiem sakraye na enye eka ho bi na kwanhia ne siye edu baby na wiem no mframa na mu odu eche wiem hyan no ti wiem hyan tu kosoro a anya de betumi ayeye na man de behwe fom asa kwanhia no esiye.
On Wednesday, 6th August, the crew for the Z9 aircraft, call sign ISCAP, Hotel Romeo, India, planned to execute the task order for the Ministry of Defense. The flight was scheduled to depart at 8 a.m. with an estimated en route time of 50 minutes. The captain delayed the flight due to adverse weather in Accra, Kumasi, and Obuasi. The weather improved about an hour later, so takeoff ended up at 12 minutes, 14 seconds after 9 a.m. Throughout the flight, the altitude changed to avoid low clouds. Now let me explain why this was so. The flight started out being conducted under visual flight rules. Now, if you're flying under visual flight rules, what it means is you're using visual references to navigate. It's a normal way of flying. So they were using visual cues to navigate to go to Obuasi. And so they had to stay away from cloud, in contact with the ground. So as the cloud base changed, they changed their altitude. Where they needed to avoid, they would avoid. First of all, these pictures were taken in the environs of where the accident took place. Take note, it wasn't taken on the day of the accident, but it's just representative. The picture on the left shows the morning weather and shows you the visibility, gives you some idea of the visibility on the day. The picture on the right is taken from the same place, looking at the same area, and you can clearly see that you can make out the ridges in the terrain over there. And it's noteworthy that on the day of the flight, this visibility you are seeing that I'm telling you, you can't even see that as you can see. On the day, the visibility was much worse. From eyewitness accounts, the visibility was down to close to 200 meters at some point.
Presidential aspirant Edema MPP Amonyoko no Dr. Alhaji Mahamadou Bawumia. Nene wadi nsembia tuja nsema wake ni nane se wase watete se nkofo ne mu bi kaso ya hoho ewo MPP Amonyoko nim na no kra bi anim esan se wasum party ne pa ye 70 years and wasum ewo mu enti won ma won mo keka saa ne ni na anya nkabom bi na won mo ehwehwe
nkrofo bi omonenam omose Dr. Bawumia oba adabeng semwati oba adabeng na ono yede ne baaye ye ne baaye se ombe akoa na wewie ne juma enti onko semwati sa asem no omo amo kasa asem no omonti ye party abakosem ase unim ye party abakosem a ubehu se Ghana henyina yenyina ye baaye different tribes ena ebe hihye ya saako ya ye woyi ubehu se Gans Adangbefo ewo ho Muslim Association Party ewo ho Ashanti ewo ho Northern People's Party ewo ho ninyina eba kabomu to form the United Party ye koi efrimu ebaye enti Northern People's Party ye wo no eno no na the biggest at the beginning of the United Party omu 15 seats. Now, SD Dombo, and the leader, the chairman of the Northern People's Party. Nami Papa Mumuni Bawumia, only vice chairman to SD Dombo in the Northern People's Party. Enti Usha Mabeye Party running mate 8 years. Running mate in opposition. Before Yababa and my running mate 8 years. Mako Supreme Court akojina ho ama party obia sudi ajansi say I've been the most impactful vice president in the history of Ghana. Na mabeye presidential candidate so akaho. Ma serve party the last 17 years. And then nipa bi si mi ye hoho na ohwe saa kasa yi a emboa ye party mu party be ye kese a gise enya nipa ebeka ho ba wo nipa na o pamo mu a ubetimi amaka party aye kese party no matter why ofri ubetimi aye kotokolini mampusini sefini eveni ogwani sisala dagati wala bimoba chokosi koro obia no matter where you come from ubetimi lead new patriotic party akoye president of the Republic of Ghana. Enti saa ni asema omoka no emfa nkabom emba yetem saa kasa yi eye kasa edi mpaipai mu eba yempe saa kasa yi ewo party mu.
Awie yenyina wesuni yenkwaji abofo nkrato eba ibesi nkonwa na enne report eba ye fa awie buhyen yenya kwanhia ma nipa bi fa mu hwero mo nkwa no report ni mu nsam no ye di ho abubo ni ahwe recommendations so a omode ma ye fa ye wie buhyen se de setie ene ye bambofo niema wom de ye adwuma na ka de ne de tetete saa no ye behwe na ye de ho enkomo ntimadama mo ntwen ye ni ntwen ho mra sisi ya